But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense on balance.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Go, Reed, go.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Lewis Cine. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Ready, break! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A nice throw there. And, you know, this game, a true rarity. Not one, but you got two rookie quarterbacks facing each other in the playoffs. What do you think, Charles, that says about the state of quarterback play in today's NFL?
I'm glad you asked that question because all week in preparation for this game, I thought about that, and what I've landed on is this. These kids play high-stakes games from the time...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Viking 18.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 12. Now they'll audible to something else. To throw on 3rd down. Daniels. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return is Jones. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. McCarthy eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Off the option, it's Jones. Brought down at the 20.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. McCarthy, complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play...
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
19 tight, 19 tight. Driving 60. 18 runners, 18 runners.
On 3rd down, Daniels. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 2nd down and 6 now. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Jones now on the return. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, it may get even bigger plays in the passing game. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, Jones. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected. But this is a good pickup here for the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Come on. Hey,
looking to throw. Daniels. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll keep it himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he's up to the 45. Back to throw. McCarthy. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you're giving up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. To throw on second down. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as he's across midfield to the 48. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Tackle there by Lewis Cine. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup.
Here we go.
2nd and 9.
Hurt. Hey, check that. Street.
Off the play fake. Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line has done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to run.
And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 4-yard line. 88 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. An inside give to Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Jerry Tillery in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Here comes 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And Dotson, he's got it. Room past the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Operating from the gun, Daniels. He'll get this to Eckler. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Two timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, because everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Looking to throw. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody.